Brock here with Straight Line Delivery. I wanted to make a little video to tell you why your truck warranty might be almost useless. I'll tell you a few examples that I've run into recently, and then I'll recommend what I think you might do. Okay, I've got two examples. Number one's with a Ford, number two is with a Chevy. Had a driver with a Ford, brand new Ford, 55,000 miles on it, motor blew up. And I know you Dodge guys are celebrating right now because you say, I told you Ford sucks. This is one lemon truck basically in a host of many successful trucks that put a lot of miles on them. So I'm not ready to throw in the towel on Ford. Anybody can get a lemon, and I think that's what we got here. I contacted an attorney, and I also contacted a friend who owns one of the largest Ford Chevy dealerships in Ohio. And he said, basically, to break it down, the lawyer said, you've got no case. Unfortunately, the motor is going to be replaced, but they can't give you a timeline on it. But since they said it is covered and they are working on it, the lemon law doesn't cover it. So you're just out of luck. You just got to wait. So the guy has to make payments on something he can't drive for who knows how long. I don't know. They don't know. So I talked to the dealer that I know, and he said he has seen stuff be down for 3 months, 6 months, 18 months. And there's nothing you can do about it because they, I guess, legitimately don't have the motors. That seems unacceptable to me. But when an attorney and a dealer who sees this happen between Chevy and Ford says that's just the way it is right now. Everything after COVID just sort of turned into a third world country. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody has to get you your stuff anymore, your parts, none of that. So I asked him about Dodge. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter what you buy. If you get a bad one, you're just stuck. That's the way it is right now. Had a guy buy a brand new Chevy 2024. It's been down for 3 weeks as of right now. This is early October. What's the problem? Well, they don't know. Chevy, the 2024 Chevy 1-ton dually, is kind of its own special truck. The 2023 and the 2024 don't share much of anything. So the mechanics are saying, we don't know what to do with this. We're scanning stuff, we're reading stuff, but we really need answers from General Motors. So that slows down that process extremely. Now, I'm not trying to scare anyone away from buying a new truck. I'm just trying to let you guys know the realities. If you get one that's problematic, well, then you can be in for all kinds of problems. I don't care whether it's Dodge, Chevy, or Ford. None of them have as many parts or motors, God forbid, transmissions and motors that blow like the guy with the Ford. None of them have stuff just sitting around waiting to throw into your truck. It's going to be a while. The brand new 2024 Chevy, like I said, it's its own truck. When it breaks, there's problems apparently fixing it. This is something supposed to be simple. It won't regen. We think the filter's clogged. They think the filter's clogged. They've ordered a part. We'll see what happens with that. The other thing I wanted to bring up was, generally speaking, if you're going to buy a truck, and I know interest rates on a used truck versus a new truck can be vastly different, but if I were to start a business right now and I were to have to get in a truck, I think it'd be more comfortable seeing a truck that's a year or two old with 50, 60, 70,000 miles on it. I don't really care about that. And then look at the service record of that truck. Who serviced it and what for? Was this thing a pain in the butt right off the bat? Or did they just get oil changes and get a new air filter and that's pretty much all they did to it? That means it's got a proven track record. It's broken in. It didn't have problems from the get-go. I would be probably more comfortable seeing something like that than something brand new off the line. And did you get the bad one they built? I don't know. How do you know? Because a new truck warranty with this business, with hauling, isn't doing much for you, I would sort of weigh my options. You know, if you get the bad one, can you survive a year of truck payments without making money in that particular field? Can you go get other work? Can you do something? I would much rather get a 1-year-old truck with 20,000 miles on it that's proven, hey, this thing's going to run. It's going to be fine. Another thing is extended warranties. I've talked about this in older videos, but here's my experience with extended warranties. They are basically useless. Not to say that they won't cover if you have some sort of problem. They will. They'll come out and cover. But I've had a few guys that have had extended warranties, and here's my real world experience with them. Cut through all the small print and all the crap that they put on there, the legalese. Here's what happens. If you break down in a town where they don't have an extended warranty, professional to come out and assess and approve the work, then you might sit there for a few days on something as simple as, a $400 fix. I mean, you got a bad sensor. That's it. What they got to do is they got to have a mechanic go, see, here's what the computer said. Here's where the oil leak is. Point it out. So even though you're at let's say a GM dealer, or you're an ASC certified mechanic, he can write up a report, but nothing's going to be done to that truck because it's got an extended warranty until they approve it. They don't even, the experience I'm talking about, they didn't even want to start the work until they knew it was going to be approved, which I don't know why. I don't know why they couldn't just say, hey, driver, will you pay for this if your extended warranty doesn't? I don't know why they couldn't take care of the paperwork later. It just ended up turning into a big mess. Now, maybe there's some extended warranty companies that are better than others. If you've had a good experience, let me know. But more or less, we were down for like 3 or 4 days, which that translates into about $4,000 for a pretty simple fix that when the extended warranty guy finally got there, he said, yeah, that's what the computer says. Go ahead and replace it. It's totally covered. Okay, great. You got a, $400, $500, $600, $700 fix taken care of, but it cost you $4,000 in revenue. Also, you're sitting in a hotel in a strange town where you don't know anybody. That's not how I like to spend my time. My advice to anybody who's going to get in trucking, save as much money as you can back. Cash customers, move to the front of the line. I find guys in every town who will work on trucks on Saturdays after hours and say, here's the deal, man. I need this for a living. Soccer mom needs to go to the back of the line. She's got a backup car. I need this particular car for hauling. Because remember, some of their car customers can get through their insurance company something else to drive. They just need to get their kids to soccer practice, get to a basic job. We need that specific truck with that specific tag to haul that specific trailer. So it's more important to us. So I always make sure I have cash, and I just tell the mechanic, look, if you can get me going as soon as humanly possible, I will pay my bill with cash. What you do after that is your business, wink. So that's the way I handle stuff, and I get my stuff in and out of shops really quick. I don't sit around long. I hope you guys have found this video helpful. If you need anything, if you got any questions of any kind, get a hold of me, comment on this video. There's a link to my email and my phone number and my, website where there's a lot of good information. I also have information packet I can send you guys if you're interested in how this works in my specific company. I've got a 3 little trifold packet that kind of explains what you can expect, what you need, what you'll make, how it all breaks down. So you guys have a great day. Be safe out there.